Hello, darlings. Hello, hello, hello. I want to say hi to my parents, to my sister, and to all my family and friends who watch. Hi, who's that? Is that Trista? Or is that... Oh, yes. Hey, Trista. Okay. How you doing, Trista? How was your weekend, my dear? Uh, uh, uh. Group. Who else am I? My weekend was pretty good. I just relaxed pretty much all. It was good. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. All right. King. Good. I'm glad you had a good weekend. All right, we're all shared out on Facebook. My weekend was good, girl. I just relaxed. I don't know if you saw my stories on... You got a dog? I don't know if you saw my stories on Instagram, but I hate this new Instagram update. But I went to go support one of my favorite black businesses, K Russo. Is this on? Hello? I hate this new Instagram update. I have no idea. God, this is so annoying. This is like legit annoying. Live hole. All right. Okay. Now we're getting there. All right. Oh, my apologies, guys. You know, my battery starts to drain when the sun goes down. I am very much a person that, when the sun is up, I'm up, and when the sun is down, I'm down. So when we have daylight savings time and the sun likes to go to bed at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, my energy levels go. But I'm good. I'm here. We have our stories today. Let me turn on the recording device. We have an update. Well, most of you say you didn't see this movie, but at least on Instagram. If you, we have a story, an update about the movie Hustlers. The soon-to-be ex-president is trying to bypass his numerous copyright infringement suits, and Target and Atari. We have an update on this story. I talked about this story a very, very, very long time ago, but we have an update on Target versus Atari. All right. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting show. Y'all can see I got my t-shirt on. So I talked to Nessie Time today. We are getting ready to put the shirts into production, and we made some tweaks to the cup. Hey, Marcus Hack. We made some tweaks to the cup. I can't wait to get them out to you. We just gotta, Oh, excuse me, y'all. Shop best on the yard. Hey, boo. Hey, hey, hey. Okay. All right. Ooh, it's 8:05 already. Okay, so let's get started, y'all. Hey, Sincere 39. All right, that time passed real quick. All right, I'm about to hit record and let's get started. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Thursday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If you don't know who I am, if you're watching the replay or, listening to the podcast, I'm Natalie Pierre-Lewis. I'm the host of the show and I'm the owner and operator of NPL Consulting LLC, a business formation firm. What that means is I help people like yourself get your business paperwork together. So things like getting your articles of incorporation with the state, getting EIN numbers and DUNS numbers, having appropriate contracts so you don't get burned by clients and business partners, basic brand protection strategies so people don't steal your business ideas, and hiring policies so you don't get sued for discrimination. I help you set up all of these foundational parts of your business so that you can grow, into a strong, healthy business. All right. If you're wondering why I'm qualified to help you do all of those things, I'm very happy that you asked. I'm a licensed attorney, have been one for almost 15 years and counting. I've started multiple businesses for myself and others, both online and offline. I've had many careers in the realms of entrepreneurship, the law, education, hospitality, and administrative support. And most important, I'm very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everyone as possible. Not everybody has the time, the money, or the desire to go to business school or to law school, but a lot of you have amazing business ideas. And if you're going to be successful in business, there are just some things that you need to know. There's no way around it, all right? So that's why I'm here. So if you are in the startup phase of your business, or if you're thinking about starting a business, or if you have started a business and you just didn't do it the right way and you need some legal guidance to put you on the right path, you want to talk to me, go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. And if you're a first-time client, you can book a free 15-minute consultation. If you are not a first-time client, I have other options for you, like my Talk to Me Tuesday session where you can get 25 minutes for $25. This is only on Tuesdays from 10 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Or you can book a full-on coaching session, my hour-long coaching sessions where I develop, your entire strategy for you. As well at linktree/NPL Consulting Firm. That's where you download the free Biz Launch cheat sheet that will help you choose and start your dream business in 7 days or less. That is also where you can find my video trainings where I take you through the different steps, the foundational steps of running your business. So I have video trainings on how to get your EIN number. I teach you how to do it. Hi, Latanya. Latanya, do you usually come on Facebook? I feel like I recognize your name on Facebook as well. Yes, I also have a video training on getting your DUNS number, on creating an operating agreement, on brand protection. And also at linktree/NPL Consulting Firm is where you can subscribe to the YouTube channel and the podcast, because not everybody can make every live show, but you can watch it at your leisure on my YouTube channel. Or, okay, good. I knew I recognized that name. But you can watch it on your YouTube channel or on my YouTube channel or listen to the podcast, all right? So linktree/NPL Consulting Firm is where you can connect with me, all right? Okay, but that is enough about me. Let us move on to the show. The way that the show works is I pull stories from the news, stories that you guys send me, stories from blog sites, anywhere I can find something interesting to talk to you guys about. I pull stories that have lessons for us as business owners, as entrepreneurs, and we discuss them. So this is the time, hey 76 Grim K, this is the time for you to get involved. This is the time for you to let your opinions known. Please don't be shy, as long as your comments and questions are respectful, okay? All right, so now that we have those ground rules settled, let's get started, all right? Okay, first story of the evening. Now, I posted this story in my blah, 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 this question in my stories earlier. At the time when I checked, it was 100% no. Did anybody see that movie Hustlers with Jennifer Lopez and Cardi B? Lizzo was in it. Who else was in it? The mom from Fresh Off the Boat. Did anybody see the movie Hustlers? If you did, give me one of them dancing emojis. Give me one of them dancing emojis if you saw it. If you did not see it, just give me a no, okay? Now, if you don't know, if you did not see the movie Hustlers and you don't know what it's about, I actually watched it. It was on one of the streaming services. It is about a group of exotic dancers, and how they would basically rob the men who came to the club, and they would like drug them and take all their money and all this stuff. And J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez, played, the quote unquote ringleader of these ladies. Now, I want to know by a show of hands, how many of y'all have ever heard stories of exotic dancers, whatever you want, exotic dancers, strippers, however, refer to them, as long as it's respectful. How many of y'all have heard of exotic dancers or strippers robbing patrons of a club, or they set a client up to just take all their money? If you have heard that type of story, please give me a hands up emoji. I've actually heard that story a lot. I watch a lot of reality shows and things like that, and they'll have people who were formerly exotic dancers, and they're like, even Cardi B, she has said how, when she was stripping, how she used to, rob some of the people that some of the clients. You never been robbed since the other night, but you have heard stories of men being robbed, right? Latanya's giving me the hands up. Shop Best on the Yard said, I went to school in ATL, so Shop Best on the Yard, right? Okay, so the old trope of the exotic dancers taking the patrons of the club for everything they got, that is not a new story, right? But apparently somebody thought that it was. There was a woman named Samantha Barbash. Now, she actually served some time in prison because Sincere 39 said, I knew dancers that set dudes up. Okay, right? So everybody's got a story. This woman, Samantha Barbash, felt like the movie Hustlers, that they based the story on her. And now the woman's name is Samantha Barbash. Latanya said, okay, and I'm from Detroit. They will clip you in a minute. So y'all know. Well, Samantha said, look, this story, Hustlers, they stole my life story, and she said that they exploited her likeness. They basically said that they based J-Lo's character on her. Now, her name is Samantha. J-Lo's character in the movie was Ramona. She also said that they defamed her because there was drug use in the movie, and she's like, I'm a mother. How dare you, make this movie based on me and say that I used drugs. I'm a mother. Okay. She also says that J-Lo's production company tried to get her consent for her story, and she refused, right? So Samantha sued J-Lo and her 76 Grim Case said, girl, bye. Shop Us in the Yard said, girl, this ain't about you. Y'all are not giving her no quarter. Anyway, Samantha Barbash tried to sue J-Lo and her production company for $40 million. She said $40 million. She said $20 million was for compensatory because they should pay her for her story, and another $20 million for punitive damages because she says that they tried to ruin her reputation. Right? So she went to court and she sued for copyright infringement and defamation. Now, do y'all remember when we talked about that story of that journalist who had that relationship with Pablo Escobar, and she sued Netflix over Narcos because she said that they took scenes from her book and put them in the series Narcos? This is the same thing that's happening here. Latanya said, girl, not she ain't use drugs. That's what she said. She said she's a mother. She don't use no drugs. How dare you sully her reputation out in these exotic dancer streets. Okay. And that is no slight to exotic dancers. Get your money, boo. All right, get your paper. But Samantha was trying to get J-Lo and all these companies to run her $40 million. So, what do you think happened to this copyright infringement suit? Latanya said, how about not no more? What do you think happened to this copyright infringement suit? Remember that story we talked about with Pablo Escobar and that journalist. She said that they took scenes from her book, like she met Pablo in a hotel room, or, I don't know, whatever. What do y'all think the judge said when they got this copyright infringement suit in front of them? Do you think Samantha's going to get her $40 million? Do you think Samantha's going to get her $40 million? Ba, 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 da, 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 da. Hey, where y'all at? I'm going to give y'all a little bit of time. Latanya said it was a waste of time. This is the life of a lot of strippers. Sincere 39 said she got paid. No, Latanya got it over here. Sincere 39. Samantha ain't getting one dime from J-Lo. Look, they didn't use your name. They didn't use your image. They didn't use your club. That Brandon guy said nope. Yes, there may be some similarities, but lady, look at everybody who, just in this broadcast, everybody here has a story of an exotic dancer who was running these clients' pockets. You are not unique, sweetheart. This is not, yes, they did. You are not unique. This is not some special story. It's not like, there's no other exotic dancers out here in the world who don't have stories of themselves or their co-workers running their clients' pockets. So Miss Barbash, she wasted her money filing this case, and you're not getting one dime of that $40 million that you wanted. So why did I pick this case? When you, Shop SLR said, whole tuition's paid. Okay. Look, hey, do what you got to do to get your paper. When you are claiming copyright infringement, you need more than an idea. You cannot just trademark a general idea. The idea of exotic dancers who are running their clients' pockets, this is not a unique idea. This is pretty much standard in that industry from what I see. So Samantha, you were really reaching, and it's not like you changed the game. You didn't create the game. You didn't end the game. You didn't there's nothing that is so unique about your story that people would say, oh yeah, that's definitely Samantha Barbash. Now, maybe they took some certain, themes or, from your story, but I'm sure that was a similar theme from several other people's story who used to do the same thing. This is not a unique situation that you created. You're going to tell me that you're the one who invented running clients' pockets? This is one of the oldest professions in the world. The entire profession's purpose is to run your pockets. Latanya said this dates back to the brothels and Wild West. Absolutely. How many of y'all watched, listen, and I'm showing my age, how many of y'all watched Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman? They had a whole brothel in that show, right? And the girls was in there trying to get money from the clients. But Samantha, you tried it. So, good luck. And J-Lo's going to be out here making her money. All right. Okay. So does anybody disagree with the court's ruling? Does anybody think that Samantha should have, that this case should have gone through and Samantha should get some type of money from J-Lo's production company? Because I have one opinion, but someone may have something different. 76 Green Bay said, is it a strategy to ask for permission even though she did not give permission? Now, they may have wanted to use her story directly, which is why they tried to get her permission. But again, this idea is not knew, right? So maybe they wanted to tell her, so maybe they did want to tell her story, but there's so many other stories of exotic dancers that, they didn't just have to go to you. They maybe got, stories from several exotic dancers and were compiling something together. Just because they went to you doesn't mean that they didn't go to anybody else, right? Trista said, not at all. She doesn't think that Samantha deserved any money. LaTanya said, no, she don't deserve no money. Sincere 39 said, too young for that show. Whatever, Sincere 39. I carry my age well. Thank you. All right. Okay. Let's move on to our next story. So, bye, Samantha Barbash. Leave J-Lo alone. She got to go hang out with her. Are her and Alex Rodriguez married yet? I can't remember. Anyway, next story. Latanya said, ask Cardi B. Yes, Cardi B talked about how she would drug her clients and take their money. Shop Best on the Yard said, I know that show. Yes. Okay, that's cool. Trista said it sounds like the story Cardi B told. Exactly, right? Okay. You don't see Cardi B out here trying to sue J-Lo. Anyway, next story that we are talking about. The soon-to-be former president of the United States. Former. Ooh, thank you, Jesus. So y'all know what happened. 45 lost. I don't care what everybody else says. Don't listen to what he said. The man lost. Y'all have seen how CNN is dragging him by the taint hairs on at every given opportunity, right? So the election is not the only thing that Trump is losing these days. If you guys remember, over the last couple of months, we have had a lot of stories about, Tanya said, you lost, go sit down. Exactly, right? But he's had a lot of copyright issues. His campaign was, using music unauthorized, using, clips unauthorized, pasting faces over names. They were just running amok all over the internet, right? And there was, we actually talked about this particular thing. There is a song called, Shop Esnare said, Hunty, they have waited a long time to laugh at him on the air. Girl, I was watching CNN the other day, and when I say they were practically tap dancing for joy, saying that this man lost, giving every they're like, it's not going to happen. He's out January 20. Don't listen to what he's saying. Okay. But Trump, it's not just the election that he's losing. Trump is out here. He's got, copyright infringement cases against him. Specifically, the creator of a song called Electric Avenue, which was a hit in 1983, he has sued Trump for copyright infringement because Trump was using that song, used it in a video to kind of make fun of Joe Biden. It was the background music to a cartoon of Joe Biden in an old time car, and they were playing clips from Joe Biden's speeches, right? And the guy who created Electric Avenue, he is very much an activist, does not agree with Trump's politics, and was like, what you doing? Stop playing my music. I didn't give you permission. Back off. So, and he's suing them for copyright infringement. So Trump's team, because again, just like the election, they refuse to acknowledge the fact that you lost, you wrong, leave please. They are trying to argue that their use of the song Electric Avenue was fair use. Now, that is an argument when somebody accuses you of copyright infringement. If you can prove that, I'm using this, to make fun of it as a parody or to, make a political statement, then, I can do it. That is what fair use is. Latanya said they're clowning him and his team are even slow for backing him up. Look, he got a lot of problems. I just know that on January 20, we ain't gonna have to worry about him no more. Okay. So his team is saying, look, That song Electric Avenue, we took it and we transformed it into something special when we put it in this commercial, okay? We have changed the purpose of the song. We have made it, we have created our own lane with the song. And and they're saying that, we're not trying to sell the song either. We're using this in a we're using this in a unique way, to make the world laugh and to get our political message across. Shop S on the Yard said, I'm so tired of him acting like a baby. Girl, me too. Anyway, so his team is saying we should be allowed to use this song. We're using it in fair use. We're doing something new with it. Them and their adjectives and adverbs. Look, you got to be artful with your words, okay? And I guess that's what they're trying to do. So Trump is trying to get out of this copyright infringement suit by claiming that it is fair use. Now, again, fair use is when you see the news, putting a clip of something on the television, that is fair use. When you see SNL making parodies of, movies and songs, that is fair use. Parodies, right? Or, I'm trying to think. So comedic, political, social commentary, and right. So comedy, and yes. So comedy and politics and parody. Latanya said, a big baby he is. I hope he's not going to use the eviction moratorium. What's the eviction moratorium? Oh, when they say you can't kick people out. Well, he ain't homeless. He got Trump Tower. Shop S on the Yard said, I love fair use parodies. But yeah, his team is basically claiming that they're making the music fresh again. So is anybody here buying that argument, buying that counter to the copyright infringement suit? Do you think that the Trump camp, did they use any of the stuff that they basically were charged with copyright infringement for has been taken down? Do you feel like when they used it in a unique way? Was it something that was like, you were like, ooh, I don't necessarily agree with you, but that was really smart what you did. Do you even, like, I don't even remember their commercials, but that's me. Shop S of the Yard said, I'm going to start doing social. Look, girl, apparently we can all be out here doing it. Get your money. Latanya said, no, he's just using to draw attention to, girl, draw attention to the campaign. The campaign is over. He lost. You lost, boo. Bye. Bye, pumpkin. Bye. Did any of y'all watch Flavor of Love? Trista Bradford said they denigrate the spirit of the song. Right, especially the owner of the song don't want you using his stuff. He said, leave my stuff alone. I don't want you touching it. You never watched Flavor of Love since 839? It was funny, at least the first 2 seasons. Anyway, Trump's party is out here trying to evade a responsibility as usual. But, I have faith in the legal system that they will, do the right thing and slap him with a copyright infringement suit. I cannot wait till 45 goes to prison. Please drag him out the White House kicking and screaming. I beg you. Shop S on the Yard said, I watched Flavor of Love. Yes, you remember when Pumpkin got kicked out and New York was like, bye, Pumpkin, bye. Bye, Trump, bye. All right, so I hope that they tack on some extra fines and fees for your copyright infringement. I won't go too hard because he's still in the office and I don't want Secret Service sending me no letters or giving me no phone calls. But let me just know that on January 20, it's going to start. Shop S in the Yard said, yes, she did spit on New York and New York rocked her. Okay. Speaking of which, they're having an I Love New York kind of reunion special on VH1 soon. I think they're bringing New York back for some type of new reality show. Anyway, but for those of you who are New York fans, okay? All right. Before we move on to our final story of... Oh, wow. Okay. Before we move on to our final story of the evening, I want you guys to... I want to remind you guys that you are watching NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Thursday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If you are in the startup phase of your business and you need some legal help to get you on the right track, I'm the person that you want to call. Go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm and book your one-on-one coaching session today so that you can be a real boss in the streets. All right. Hey, Nessie time. Shop S on the Yard said, yeah, honey, the pumpkin meats of her face was hilarious. Whew. Son, where is Pumpkin these days? Anyway, moving on. Okay, guys, if you guys have heard, if anybody here, you may not have heard of them, if you have heard of a little store called Target, please give me the Target emoji. If you have heard of a little a little store called Target, give me a Target emoji. If you have heard of Target, give me a Target emoji. And again, this is an update to a case that we talked about. I feel like we talked about it maybe last year. But it's an update, and I always like to update you whenever I can. All right, 76 Grimcake gave me a Target. Trista gave me a Target. I know y'all heard of Target. Give me my Target emojis, unless you driving. Thank you, Latanya. All right. So, a while ago, we talked about this story. I don't know if any of you actually saw this, but some time ago, maybe about a year or so ago, Target had this floor Pong emoji. Does anybody know what the game Pong is? If you know what the game Pong is, please type Pong in the comments. Originally, Pong was a video game that was developed by Atari. Thank you for the Target, Nessie time. Okay. It was a game that was originally set up by Atari. You played it with, the controllers. Trista said, Pong. Yes, okay, I got people who know what Pong is, right? Target, they basically took that game and made it a floor game that you could play with your feet, and they put it in some of their Target stores. And Atari sued Target for trademark infringement and copyright infringement. Thank you for all the Pongs. Because, I don't know if you guys remember, the setup of the game was very similar to the Atari setup, right? The only difference was that you used your feet. And I remember that when I posted the pictures of what these games look like, and I asked you guys if they were too close for comfort, a lot of you said yes. So I wanted to update you on this story to let you know that Target and Atari, they have settled this infringement case. Thank you for the Target, Sincere 39. They have settled this infringement case. Target will no longer be able to use the foot Pong game. And Atari is going to drop this lawsuit against Target. So what do you think happened in this settlement? Do you think they were just like, okay, we're going to go our separate ways? Or do you think Target, do you think Target cut a check to get Atari to get off their back? What do you think? Because they're not going through with the case anymore. The case is settled. Everybody's going home. So what do you think happened in this settlement? Did somebody cut a check? Or do you think maybe they're just like, you know what? Let's just both back off. What do you think happened? Because when you have infringement, you have different options available to you. Even if you do end up going to court, a lot of times people, you can settle. You can come up with a coexistence agreement. Everybody says there was money. Trista said they ran that bag. Yeah. Nessie Time said, oh yeah, they cut that check. All right. Target, they're a large organization. They don't want that smoke. So I'm pretty sure they cut Atari a check and said, our bad. We won't do that anymore. So good. And this is, again, This is the power of branding. Does Atari even make games anymore? But they still have the intellectual property rights to this game. Like, I don't even see people, does anybody own an Atari? But the fact that they still own the intellectual property to this game allows them to enforce their rights. 76 Grim K said a check was cut. Target reached out to Atari. Nessie Time said, can Atari take the game for themselves? Tanya said, yes, they do. They still got Atari out here? Okay. Well, I don't know if Atari is still doing Pong, but they still have the rights to Pong, so you can't take their game. All right, and that's probably why Target settled. Maybe they thought that the the rights were in, I don't know, fair use. I don't know, but y'all got a legal team. I don't know how y'all let this happen. But yeah, Target and Atari have settled the Pong case. Okay. Sincere 39 said, yes, they do, just not consoles. Okay, all right. See, I don't know anything about the gaming world, so thank you for letting me know that Atari is still out here flourishing. Good for them. Okay, yeah, so, okay, we're over time. Yes, so those are the stories that I had for you this evening, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. You know that your participation is what makes this show so entertaining and so much fun for me. Me and Nessie were talking today. We are getting these shirts in production very, very soon. I'm going to get them out to you, as well as the cups. Nessie's going to be printing them up, as well as the mugs. I cannot wait. Be sure to join me here tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. for more stories. If you find any stories that you want me to talk about, please send them to me. Zephyrina, she's not here right now, but she sent me the J-Lo story that we talked about, the first one we talked about today. And as well, make sure that you have, yes, girl, I can't wait. Also, make sure that you have downloaded the Biz Launch cheat sheet to get your dream business started in 7 days or less. Make sure that you set up your Talk to Me Tuesday sessions. You can still have time. Yes, tomorrow is Talk to Me Tuesday, where you can get 25 minutes for $25 between 10 a.m. and 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You still have time to book a slot. Go to linktr.ee/nplconsultingfirm. What else? I don't think I had anything else to share with you guys. Have a good night. Y'all, take care of yourselves. These COVID cases are getting out of hand. Wear your masks. Wash your hands. Don't go out. Countries and cities are going into lockdown again. We got to get this thing under control, y'all, okay? All right. So have a good night. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.